I think like Steve was asking them, they all say they're going to play next year, so that's a huge accomplishment right there. Just knowing that they're all going to come back and they had a great time. So let's do this.
How many people have like multiple parties they went to this week? Figures. Okay. I brought, not that a lot of you were at the ones that I went to, but I know I'm going to duplicate a lot of things that I'm going to say tonight because it means so much. As a coach and a manager on these teams, I honestly feel that we got the best seat in the house. We're out there between the lines on the dirt, watching the kids play. Some of the things that happen, I know we're supposed to be base coaches and we're teaching them all this stuff, but when somebody who hasn't hit the ball that hard or whatever crushes one, I'm enjoying the moment with the girl because it is just so neat to watch all these kids have that time and that special event happen for them. And so consequently, you know, 3 runners are stranded and I'm sitting there rooting for the one that just pounded one to first base. But
Close that, please.
Anyway, as you can tell, we have goodies and we have hardware. You guys earned it. You had a great season. I had an absolute pleasure coaching all of you, okay? And I want to put a special thanks out to the families because none of this is possible. You can't give your car keys to the kids and they can't drive down here. So the dedication to all the families in this league is incredible. That's what makes it go. We may be standing up there, you know, as a board of directors and everything, kind of aiming things, but it's all the people and the parents and the kids, and, you know, as the end result that make all this work. And this team just exemplified that. All the parents were awesome, and the kids showed it. I mean, they played fantastic. Anything we asked them to do, they absolutely did. Just religiously, run, okay, they take off. I mean, if we were telling them to do something, they just did it. And as a coach, that is so neat, because as they get older, they're going to be asked to do things, and hopefully their coaches in the future and everything else will explain to them why, give them good coaching, and they'll continue to grow like they have this year. Seeing where they end up as from where they started is the biggest thing for me as a manager. I go through withdrawals in the next couple of weeks because I'll miss all the personalities and the players and just all the interaction with them. The first part of the year when we get handed a whole team, we have all these registration forms that have no personality, and the first couple of weeks of practice, the first couple of games, you get to learn who you got to hug and who you got to kick in the rear end and who gets motivated differently. And to me, that's the ultimate fun for my job, because then I can figure out how to get the most out of the player and what it takes other than just having a lot of fun. Because we all know that every kid's different. Some of them, when they've done something wrong on the field, you got to leave them alone for 10 minutes, because if they drop a ball or they miss a third strike, you don't have to tell them, you know, you got to catch it first. I mean, they're the first player out there on the field that knows that they just dropped the ball. So this team just was outstanding. I had nothing but fun. All you guys are coming back next year?
Yes.
Yes? Well, then our job is complete. We've done our job. As long as you keep coming back, that's the main thing. So who's our first contestant, Brian?
Well, one more thing I want to say is, you know, we were able to juice up the party really nicely because our team came in second place in the fundraiser. You know, those cards we had at the beginning of the year, passing out everything. Okay, out of 100 and something teams,
117
we came in second place. We sold the second most cards. So, we were able to give the girls a little something extra, which I thought was really nice. So thanks for all your hard work there, parents and kids. You probably stood out in front of Safeway and all that, you know. Thanks a lot. The league really benefited from it also. Okay, so first up, Nicole Curry. Nicole Curry, come on up. Everybody knows how much Nicole loves the game. You know, she turned out to be our closer down the stretch most of the year, and she had a lot of fun. So here we go.
I like that kid, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah, don't forget.
Oh, she knew, right? Which one?
And this list is actually in order as you showed up. So it's not like we're, you know, usually we save our kids till last, whether it's, I mean, that's what I've heard for years whenever I've coached game balls, game bags. It's like, oh God, I gotta wait till the end of the season. But that's the reason this formation is the way it is. Sabrina.
It's not the batting order.
It's not the batting order. Sabrina.
Come on up, Sabrina. Great job, Sabrina. Good year.
You have cake on your nose. Sabrina, it's been an absolute pleasure coaching you. This young lady's had it tough because, like Brittany and her younger sister, she has an older sister that's been in this league for a while. So the younger ones attempt to follow in their sister's footsteps, and sometimes it gets a little tenuous around the house. You spend more time with her than me. But now that we're out of instructional and playing in Pioneer, I think Sabrina carried her own weight this year.
Definitely.
Lost her bag a few times around the house, but you know, other than that, I think you did really well. It was a pleasure coaching you.
Good job, Sabrina. Okay, this next girl has one of the strongest arms in the league. Okay, we just had to learn how to harness the power. You know, throw it correctly, and you know, but it was clear she had one of the strongest arms in the league. She started hitting wonderful. I can remember one game she had 2 doubles. So I think we're talking about Zoe. Zoe was one of our catchers. She caught a lot of innings for us. And we really appreciate that. It's always hard to find a good catcher.
All these girls, whenever we asked them to do something, they did it. Occasionally it was like, oh, me, but most of the time, we as a team had one of the strongest pitching groups. Most of our girls were very strong in pitching, the ones that wanted to, which was probably 99% of them. Putting on the gear at catcher, not a problem. Everybody jumped right in. I think what it does is it gives them a little taste of the whole all the parts of the game, so as they get older, if they don't want to play a certain position, they can honestly tell the coach, no, I'm not playing catcher. But Zoe, along with all the girls, played wherever we asked them to, no matter what the temperature, whatever. Put the gear on and play catcher. Zoe, she was always smiling. Occasionally when we said, you know, she'd say, right field again, you know, but like all of them, you played wherever we asked you to. Took direction well. You're going to be a heck of a softball player. You're going to keep playing? Any other sports? Soccer? That's good. Well, anyway, Brianna, thank you for a fantastic...
Brianna also had a walk-off game-winning base hit this year. Drove in the game-winning run. It was really exciting. She knew she did it. She's the first one to come off the field. That was exciting. Thank you, Brianna. That one, huh?
Princess, yeah.
Okay, next up. I think they had chicken as well. Next up is Nicole. Great job, Nicole. Nicole never once complained anywhere I put her. Except occasionally she would remind me that, Coach, you know, I have played 2 or 3 innings in a row in the outfield. Would you mind if I play infield? And so, you know, sometimes the coach, we make mistakes and forget to move them. We generally try to move them in and out, in and out. But Nicole was a lot of fun. Always smiling. Good job, Nicole.
Thank you, Nicole. Pleasure to coach. I would coach any of these girls again. Just absolutely great. Okay.
You're welcome to go put your trophy down and come back.
Ashley. Ashley's not here?
Yes, here.
young lady is a little quiet. She would come alive when she got out between the chalk. When we do our cheers and yell and scream, she was right there, louder than any of them. She, like I say, all these girls played wherever we put them. That is so neat. I've coached girls for 4 or 5 years now, 6 years. And this honestly has to be one of the least attitude-driven teams I've had. Just fantastic to coach all you guys. Ashley, it's an absolute pleasure.
Good job, Ashley. April. Another one of our outstanding catchers. I think she's one of our 2 left-handed batters we had, so it's always nice to have lefties on the team just to mix it up, you know. But April did a tremendous job catching. You know, her and Zoe pretty much did most of the catching this year. And thanks a lot. Thank you. Great hitter.
Hey, Steve, where's your seeds?
Yeah, I know. I owe you about a case of seeds. This young lady kept me in seeds all year.
More sunflower seeds than anybody.
Good job, April.
April, thank you very much.
April.
Great season.
Good job, April.
Rachel, where are you? Come on down.
Come on up, Rachel.
Oh, whoop, whoop.
Good job, Rachel. Great season, great season.
Is that the right one?
This young lady, if she continues pitching, will be very good. You guys will be seeing her over at the girls' western field in a few years, throwing strikes. She's one of our girls that just really grabbed a hold of pitching, wants to try it. You can put her out there anytime you want. It was an absolute pleasure.
Good job, Rachel. Heck of a first baseman, too.
Brittany,
Come on up, Brittany.
come on down.
Brittany, I can remember towards the end of the year, it's like one of our third to the last game maybe. She hit one of the hardest hit balls all year long, right between my legs. I mean, I had to jump up in the air. You know, I never jumped so high the last few years, let me tell you. But it was a tremendous hit. That's one play I really remember about Brittany.
This young lady's very focused. When she goes out there on the field, she's a gamer. She wants more innings than I think we usually let them play. She's one of them that when we stop the game is like, we're not playing anymore? Anyway, Brittany, continue pitching and continue playing. Great play. Good job, Brittany. Emily, where are you at? Oh, you're right here.
Front and center.
This is another young lady that, as she hit the diamond, would say, can I pitch today? Can I pitch today? Outstanding first base, any place we put you. It was just great having you on the team. Pleasure to coach you. Thank you, Emily.
Megan. Okay, now I don't know, most of you may not have realized this, but Megan didn't start pitching for us until like the second half of the season, even maybe 3/4 of the way through the season. She decided she wanted to pitch, so we gave her a try, and lo and behold, all she did was throw strikes every time out. So she came to be like our little secret weapon. You know, the other teams didn't know about her, and we just throw her out there, and she'd get her done every time. So thanks for a great season, Megan. Good job.
Thank you very much. And last but not least, and our other left-hander, Bridget. Excellent season. Did you have fun this year? You'll play next year? Way to go. This young lady falls under the category of all of them. She's very focused, very intense, wants to do her best all the time. Never stop doing that, okay? Excellent season. Thank you very much. I'd also like to thank Brian for all of his help. A lot of times I couldn't be there, I was late, I had to go fix a field problem or something, and Brian saved me. So you girls don't know how just great it was to have him. Because my first joy is to coach all the kids. But I've bitten off so much with the league this year that Brian and I talked before the league started. And I told him, you know, there might be times when it was like, don't worry. And he didn't fail me. He did an awesome job. I'm proud to have him as a coach. Thank you, Brian.
It was a lot of fun coaching with you, Steve. I think we were all really lucky to have, you know, the president on our team, you know, and a few connections here and there. But all in all, Steve and I had a great time coaching together. You know, we'll probably do it again in the future, I'm sure. So thanks to Steve as well.
Thanks, guys.
We have dinner for you guys. So,
Thank you.
And I've made this mistake at the other parties too. And it's a problem I have because anybody who's really close to me and my family and everything else, I shouldn't say I expect, they just are as dedicated as I am to this league and to all your kids. And I never really thank my wife enough for all the support she gives me and everything else. But when you get involved in this league, it's the whole family. It's not just one person. You know.
and Russell.
Okay, the whole family. I forgot the bag. Quick, bring it. It's so nice to have a kid that drives, you know, because you can forget things.
Well, Spencer's kindergarten teacher came up to me and made a comment that the other teachers were commenting on how good looking Spencer's father was. Yeah, but how brand new young teachers.
You
they
go,
were like,
Daddy-o.
Spencer's father's so young, the mother's kind of, you know. and she almost let it ride. She goes, it's that Demi thing, you know. But she goes, I had to correct her.
Russell had to stand in for me at Father's Day at kindergarten because I had to work.
The teachers were checking him out.
Anyway,
I also want to thank Emily's parents for scorekeeping the whole season long. They were there. Thank you. And Mike and Brett for doing the fields. Brett was there every time. Mike was there. Multiple years in the league. These guys always showed up to do the fields. Just a few things that, you know, people may or may not notice. But all these parents help get the job done and make it a better season for the girls. Thanks a lot, guys.
so how is it watching games through binoculars? Very dedicated parents. So how did you decide? Is it like a toss of a coin or one of these things to figure for? Okay.
He's still in the pillow.
Anyway, kids, that's what your parents all do for you, okay? So just remember that when you have kids. That's what I tell mine all the time. If they don't do this for their kids, I'm going to kick them in the butt. So just remember what your parents are doing for you, and then when you have kids, do the same. Thank you, everybody.
Get together with their trophies and snap a few.
Kodak moment.
Yeah, Kodak moment with their trophies.
Girls, up to the front with your trophies, please. Leave the pillows behind.
Sure, you want Sabrina have something to say quickly?
Thank you, parents.
All right, we go Sabrina. Get everyone together. Against the wall. Yeah, girls. There they all go. I knew the cameras would come out. All I had to do. Okay. Hey, put the little ones in front. If you're shorter, get in front. Take a step
Finish it up. Thank you, ladies.
Good job, April.
Yeah, he is. I am.
Okay. You guys are gonna
Wait.
play.
Good job, April.
Go play right now. Here, that's all. This is for all three of you. Go. Go.